clock turns, we count them down, we look to it. It's called the Whole Shot, second race of the day for this class, and everyone from here on. We've finished all our revolving practice and racing formats. We're into racing full bore as we get them away and look into the two white bikes to get up and over. 212, I'm sure, maybe 212, 121. Is it? We'll find out shortly. Split hairs, and look at that. Yes it is, all the way. Wow. So the Husqvarna boys away in good style. We have Seth Morrow, Cole Davies between them and Jack Coleman. So Husqvarna, Yamaha Husqvarna with Ryan King, Kobe Toms and Ashton Dudunsky, Phoenix Van Dusen, along with Peter Byrne, Tom Robinson and Cooper Smith. Cooper Smith in 10th place. Well done, Cooper. I'm talking to Mum this morning. Thank you, Mum. Wishing us a happy birthday today. But more importantly, I said, hey, Cooper, on a 250, how's that? Didn't like the 125. Needed to move up. Did move up. And man, in a 10th place in the start. How good's that? So well done to Cooper Smith, making every post a winning post. And what a lead to have there at the moment. That is just so fabulous. So love your work out there. Going for the glory. Well, here we go. Keen to get more of our 40 to 16 250 lineup at the moment. Seth, Cole and Jack we talked about before, along with Ryan, Kobe, Ashton, Phoenix, Preda and Thomas. Cooper we talked about. Luke Maisie, they go a little bit further in that ranking as well. And unfortunately for Reuben Smith, we find out that Reuben's a long way back, so caught up in some drama there. Well, who's not caught up in drama? Everybody's got it. Whether your champion riders or your mid-pack, you talk to everybody in racing. They've all had a bad motocross. But somebody gets a good one out of it. And at the moment, it's all here with Cole really starting to stand with authority. The first class now to have had a third moto. First class, of course, with a third moto. So effectively 3 out of 5 if you haven't started to do it by now. It's a little bit late. 17 to go. Cole Davies looking out the Husky boys. 212, 110 from 121. So checking out Brian. He's got the retro bike in there. The KTM looks like it almost would be a Husqvarna itself because it's got the white plastics on the 110. So he's put himself between Seth Morrow and Jack Coleman. So good work now in the Blue Wing Honda supported 12 to 16 years 250 class. And all on for the challenge. Look at this bike to bike as the white riders go for it down here at the moment. And there it is again with Ryan to hold it. Ryan from Seth. I think Ryan's made the mark. Look out for Ryan King. I think it's going to be Ryan that's got that advantage. So Ryan King moving up all the way. So Ryan King on Seth Morrow. So Cole, Ryan, Seth, Jack. There's your foursome that they're going for it ahead of Kobe Toms on that BCC supported bike. So cool work on board as we watch those guys out there to perform. Oh, wicked to see. So the big boys are back in town. Just got to look at all those white bikes and just get the clarification of who's holding on to what. There's Cole, goes around the left hand and picks it up and goes back again in the opposite direction, round the Aon banners, down the back straight he goes. Once again, there is now Ryan out and after him at the moment. Can he close the gap down? We'll find out. Ahead of Seth, ahead of Jack on the Team Husqvarna supported TC125. Big time 250 racing at its brilliant best. These guys going for it. The Yamaha comes off the hill, comes down through, does this the step over and then the step down. Of course, the bigger jump for the second time, and we're going to watch them from here. Oh, look at that Cole out of shape. He had a crash here earlier today, but he's got it a little bit smoother this time. Love that inside ruck riding. Here we go, 17, Mr. Cole Davies on fire. 110, Ryan King looking out now to 212, Seth Morrow on board with 121 this time. And the charges there, the charges absolutely there with the race pace of the 121 now from Jack Coleman. Looking out to Case Toms on the 914 ahead of 771, go to 722 on the far side. 321 for Cody Griffiths as well, along with 201. This time, Luke Maisie out of Auckland on the White Line Rainbow Quarries aboard of YZF 250, along with bike number 40. Local hero Thomas Robinson on the Moto HQ Crown Kiwi Alpine Star Bell Helmets, Unforeseen Honda Hut Taranaki CRF 250. As we look out to 161 on the KTM as well. The 746 up there as well. Reece Johnston out of Drury on the KTM 250F. along with 517. We pick up more of our numbers to go through there. Jaden Verco out of Whangarei on the North Coast Honda supported CRF 250. And along now with 426, more of our riders to try and pick up from. That will be Zach Collins out of Waitra on the Honda Hub Highmark Racing USA Specialty Products, course and tyres, KCR Landscape and Section Services. So good work from our locals as well. So keen to pick up 77. Another one that we've got here now will be Jack Harding out of Wallistown on the KTM courtesy of Naylight Building, Moto South, Strang Automotive, Novus Class in Chicago, and Fusion Fitness. Wallistown's Jack Harding. All right, 17 back to our race lead, and there he goes. Chased along by the 110, wants every bit of it, needs every bit of it, and he's going for every bit of it. Take it away, Ryan King ahead of Seth Morrow, Jack Coleman in there on the 121, and Jack's got the advantage, so lovely work, Jack. Jack Coleman keen to pick up on that one, so Jack Coleman takes the advantage and takes it right back there, takes it back to them as well. That is very good, and a good fourth place. So here we are now with Case up there. So sorry, Kobe, my apologies. Kobe Toms on the 914. Kobe Toms out there out of Leaston on the Gas MC250 with Beards Collision Centre, Brookhaven Training Facility, Studio 875, Chaseworks Suspension, Unforeseen Decals, Vertex Lubricants, Normal Joe Motorcycles and CFX Seats. Speaking of Chase Works, shout out to Graham Bruff today. Thank you, Graham. Lovely to catch up with you today. I remember Graham and his racing many moons ago, and to see the story that he's created and what he has done, it's another good story. And how many other stories have we got? In fact, when we speak about USA and suspensions, we can think about the late Richie Evatt, I can think about Scotty Brooker, I can think about Kevin Duncan. Just 4 people alone that we know that have gone to the USA and become suspension technicians is the word I like to use, suspension technicians. So a pretty cool story to tell, and in Graham's case, of course, now calling America his home, and he's come back to see his family here in New Zealand on this same trip as well. And I think the cool news out of the Graham story is what he's saying, and very softly spoken at that, but if I could just repeat the key element, getting the best out of your standard suspension, because you can make lots of improvement. You do not have to spend a lot of money. That's the key. Do not have to spend a lot of money on aftermarket. Don't have to spend, some people, thousands of dollars. You can get more out of just what you're doing with your standard suspension. So, it's a pretty cool story. More details at chaseworks.co.nz. Thank you, Graham. All right, 7 to go. 7 today as well as we pick up the race pace here as well. And I think that one is actually 711, but the second lot of numbers are faded. I think that was the story. Oh, there we go. Keen to look out. We're talking there about the 914 of the Kobe Tom story. Had the privilege to be hosted by Teams Toms last year when we went to the Brookhaven training facility for the first time. Venue to be used for the, I think it was actually scheduled for this weekend 12 months ago. This weekend 12 months ago in the New Zealand Mini Motocross Championships. But that was robbed by COVID and unfortunately not held this year, but hopefully back on track to do next year. Right, 1, 2, here we are. More of our superb riding for our 14 to 16 250 brought to us by Blue Wing Honda. Honda dealers reign supreme. More Honda dealers than any other recognised brand across the country, across the globe. The world's #1 selling motorbike brand. The world's #1 selling motorcycle, bar none. The 50cc Honda engine, and no matter what bike has been made, there is no other engine that they've made so many of them in the world. It's a terrific story to tell about the efficiency of Honda. And of course the big news, almost the groundbreaking news, and Tomo was talking about it last night actually, of 1972 when they made the Elsinore. They'd been a 4-stroke motorcycle engine manufacturer, and they came out with the a two-stroke Honda Elsinore motocross range, and they actually called it the Elsinore, which is based on Lake Elsinore in California. So they went straight for the American market by calling the model after a geographical area in America. And so it went down an absolute race treat, and Honda took the motocross world by storm with their Elsinore models way back in 1972. Not long, of course, and you look at the history of the brand, and they moved out of manufacturing two-strokes about 30 years later, but still making an incredible motorcycle across the board, no matter whether it's on the road or on the racetrack or on the farm or on the street or on the trail or with kids or anybody. They are absolutely superb. So you'll love them as well. Check it out from your favourite Honda dealer, the Honda Dealer Network, all around the country, like Honda Hub, Cooks Motorcycles, Kewen Honda and Wanganui, Ultra Honda just up the road in the north, King Country, City Honda and Mighty Manawatu, and the list goes on. From the Honda Dealer Network, proud to be supporting junior motocross. Rebecca, thank you very, very much. Thank you, Rebecca, and big thanks to the team at New World Stratford Racing. Thank you. The birthday cake, we'll crack that one a bit later on. Right, back to racing 17. There he goes, Cole Davies, and Cole with a blistering attack through there. That does it nicely. 1-1-0 for Ryan King, supercharged and up there into second place. Well, of course, Super Dad Shane, second place back 40 years ago, 1982, 40 years ago. And Super Dad Shane, second place in the New Zealand Juniors, went on to win some junior titles. A year that I will proudly remember, and first recognising the excellence of the King brothers with brother Daryl and Shane. They were actually, at the time, they were in two separate classes. Magic effort from them, long remembered. Right, Blue Wing Honda, 14 to 16 years, 250F Racing, third on the card for this group. Both the previous races won by the number 17, looking to stamp his authority, looking for 3 out of 3. This will give him a healthy buffer as well at the top, because the other riding performances are going up and down a little bit. There's the 7-7-1, and that's not one in our program. We'll need to go back to the MXT result to see who we've got there. 486 today. Wow, just absolutely blown away by the Jamie Bennett story. The Makatuki Farm Partnership, Paragon Motorcycles, PGG Wrightson's Oakuni, Moto SR, NZR, Ruapehu, DS Moto and Motomak all coming together to support the man from Reitihi and Jamie Bennett. Some superb riding from Jamie. Great year he's had as well. I've thoroughly enjoyed watching him through Manawatu Motocross Championships. All right, 77 we look back to here. Where's that next group? Here he come, here he come. There's your race lead coming up on the inside. 17 busting his way through. 17 to get there. So the Cole Davies show. Here's Ryan, this time Ryan King, yes indeed, in charge, in control and in second place. Loving it out there on the New Plymouth Motorcycle Centre supported KTM SX 250. Now looking for the next should be the 212, looking out for Super Seth. Here he goes, Mr. Seth Morrow. And looking out for Jack down the bottom. The 121, put the numbers the other way around. We've got 212, we've got 121. And Jack Coleman now to do it all right there on the NV Motorcycles, Hinterland Adventures, Complete Motorcycles, Dr. Trim, FXR Racing, Husqvarna 250F. Now with 172 back in here. It is Tim Lindsay out of Beachlands on the totally gutted limited YZF 250. 512 along with 321 go. Cody Griffiths all the way. Cody, good work, love your work. 722 for Phoenix going for it. They then go back to our Team Toms. So Kobe's the man in there. So key just to look out as to where we've got. I think Cody Griffiths has been the big winner out of that group. Yes, fifth place for him, because he's got Phoenix behind him. Good work from Cody, man to man. To think he's only been on at 250 for 5 minutes, and here he is beating one of the acclaimed riders in New Zealand Junior 250 racing. So Cody Griffiths, Phoenix Van Dusha in ahead of Kobe. Tom's Prix de Boone, keep it local from Ashton Dudunsky and Ruben Smith. Ruben Smith from last place to 10th. How's that? He was in 29th. Wow, he's come a long way. So good work out there. Ruben having an absolute bummer in all politeness. It's a terrible word to use, but you all get the idea of how bad it is. And then we go to Jamie Bennett, Luke Maisie, Tom Robinson, Cooper Smith back there in 14th ahead of Dylan Marwick on 119 this time. So good work for Dylan out there to be in the top half of the field. Here we are, white flag going hard, going all the way, 1 lap to go. 17, 110, 17 now with superstar Cole Davies. Could he put the double together? I'll tell you what, it's not too far away. I'll tell you one thing, he's going to keep it Yamaha, but Yamaha's been the brand who have taken the double. Yamaha have done it with 2010, won't ever forget 2010's performance with Kane Lamont, and they did it again, of course, with Maximus Purvis 7 years later. So there they are, Yamaha taking it away and winning the gold and winning the glory. So and can they do it again here today? You betcha they can. They're right on target to do so with this superstar and Cole Davies. So looking out for it. And remembering this kid's around for a bit longer yet as well. Will he take the bait and go for the bigger senior glory? Well, we'll find out. But more importantly, he can still race as a junior and a senior from that 15 years of age. Here we go, white flag. As we look to the business end of the moto. Keep an eye on, still on 17, 110, 17. He may be in front, he may be in control, but it's never a perfect run. We've seen 2 mistakes. We saw one yesterday when he dropped it on the Aon corner over here, that very tight hairpin left-hander. And we've seen one this morning when he went down in the outside rut here on the whole shot corner. So, no, he's not perfect, but tell you what, pretty darn good when you've had 2 victories and you're looking for your 3rd one. And with the 3rd of the 5 races to count, he's cementing his position as the number 1 front runner. Here we go, 17, coming wide. Here he comes up the hill, the power hill for the final time. 17, yes, Cole Davies. And Cole to take it away. This man, a superb 2nd place for Ryan King. Did not have all the answers, did not have the best of starts, fair to say. So he fought well to come through, but didn't have enough to go and challenge. So a great performance all the same. And of course, both those 2 riders doing that famous 125/250 double. Here we go for Seth, looking out. You got an orange and a green here, but it's a white coming around the outside. Look out for that one. Here we are, coming fast and coming clean. 2-1-2, 2-1-2. Yes, there he goes, Seth Borrow for the 3rd place. We're looking out for Jack on the 121. He too on the NV Motorcycles. Husqvarna, it's the Swedish like to pronounce them. Well done, go Jack, go Jack. Jack Coleman, yes, Hinterland Adventures. And Jack will take the 4th place. So there we go, a Yamaha, a KTM and 2 Husqvarnas in our top 4. And now looking out for the battle. Is it still going to be Cody, or have we seen Phoenix move up? We're about to find out. So let's look for this one. Here's 11,746. Is this going to be the 731? No, still the 276. So we're looking out here. Phoenix has got it. Phoenix is there. The City Honda man. Phoenix has got the results. So well done. He's picked the 321, who gets across the line behind him. And then the others forming the results as well there. So Phoenix did get up. So he was certainly, as far as results concerned, the better performed rider in there. So he didn't make the result. So congratulations to him. So that gives us a more affirmed update. Phoenix in 5th, 6th for Cody Griffiths, 7th Prix de Boone, who smashed it. Well done, up 2 places. Kobe Toms to 8th with Ruben Smith in 9th. So well done, Rube. Great result there on the CML KTM SX 250. So good work. And then we crack on for a 10th place. Wow. And that's Ashton Dudunsky, head of Jamie Bennett, Luke Maisie, Thomas Robinson, Cooper Smith, and Dylan Marwick for our 15 riders. Whew, catching our breath for Blue Wing Honda Racing.